Jasper in Vestby, Norway, or should I say Jasper? I don't know how to pronounce your name. I don't know how to pronounce a lot of things, including my name. See more better with freeprescriptionlenses.com, but call me Mo Better, because I may be seeing Mo Better, looking Mo Better, and show everyone else how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses when I cut the Zeiss Photofusion extra gray lenses with the Zeiss DuraVision Blue Protect Anti-Glare for your Oakley 8093, which is the Milestone. Size 49, color is satin black. The number code I believe is 01. Let's find out. But I'm going to take everything out of the original packaging as... Let's open it from this end because that still has the sticker on there. I'll let you say that. You can open it that way and break the seal. I'm going to take it out the back way. But this is the Oakley hard shell case. Inside is the cleaning cloth that doubles as a carrying bag. And inside of that is the star of the show, the main attraction. It is the Oakley. Of course, it comes with a little plastic sleeve on the left temple to protect the temples from rubbing together during shipping. And I'm going to put that on there when I ship to you. This is the Milestone 3.0. It is, again, 8093, color 01, which is the satin black and the 49 eye size, 141 temple length. And the temple length, here's something new. It's not from the front of the frame. It's not from where that bend starts. It's actually from the center of the screw head back is 141 millimeters. So this is the frame, the Oakley Milestone, one of the very few plastic frames that has adjustable nose pads on here, which is nice. So if anyone who's just discovered having to wear masks all the time because of COVID, the nose pads create a little bit more separation, causing the frame to sit a little bit further away, which allows for more airflow and less fogging up of the lenses. But I'm going to pop out the original demo lenses. Put your frame into the tracing element of my blocker. I need to assign it a barcode number, of which you will be Secret Agent 2692. And where's me a paper clip? Here we go. So the reason why I assigned it a barcode, so years from now, should you ever need new lenses for this frame, I can mail them right to your home, which I sailed past. I Googled where Vestby, Norway was, and it's on the way into Norway. I took it looked to me it was a cruise ship. Everyone else called it a ferry, but I took it from Copenhagen to Oslo, and I sailed right past his hometown. Below stylus is going to pop up, go around, trace the inside bevel of the right side of the frame before doing the same thing on the left. Here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed with quality. You buy any genuine, authentic Oakley frame that I offer, and you'll receive one free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses or non-prescription fashion lenses. My receipt has my federal ID tax number, so you will get your out-of-network reimbursement on that, or if you have health savings account flex dollars, you'll get your full reimbursement. Now, I sold Jasper a pair of, I'm going to pronounce it the ignorant American way, I'm calling it Jasper, but I sold him a pair of glasses back in 2014, and he's come back for more, so I do thank you. But Jasper, between me and you don't have to wait 6 years every time you buy a pair of glasses from me. Every 3 years would be nice, okay? So I'm going to move on to the next screen. I need to enter his pupillary distance, which is 30.5 for each eye. The computer starts at 32.5, so I'm going to tap this minus button. Oops, I overshot it. And it goes down in 0.5 millimeter increments to 30.5. I want to raise the optical center up 2 millimeters to 22. We're going to go 2 above center, cut it at 22. I need to get your Zeiss lenses prepped. There, your right eye reads minus 250, minus 75 at 35, minus 250, minus 75 at 35. I'm going to turn the axis wheel to 35, put it on 0, make sure there is no induced prism. Now I can put it on minus 250. Take the lens out of the packet, put it into the Marco 101 lensometer, rotate into the spherical component of the prescription. The minus 250 comes into view first. I'm going to rotate it because it has the same power both vertically and both meridians, but it was towards the outside of the lens, which for the right lens should be on the inside, so that's why I rotated at 180 degrees. Take notes, you will be tested on this later. So I'm going to put 3 dots on there and darken those so you can see them at home. Count with me in Norwegian. 1, 2, and ocho. All right, I'm going to put an R on here for right. Now the nice thing about Zeiss, by the way, I get great customer support at Zeiss. They've been open through this whole COVID virus thing that's been going on. I have not been able to order lenses through Essilor. I'm switching everything over to Zeiss, and I happen to get Savannah, who I believe is out of their Minnesota division. If I call after 5 p.m. on the East Coast here in America, the lab in Hebron, Kentucky that these come from, the customer service call center gets forwarded to Minnesota, and she answered and was really nice. I've been so happy with all the customer service that I get from Zeiss. I happened to get Savannah this time, and I told her I was going to mention her in the video when I cut Jasper's Oakley's. Yeah, you betcha. And actually, she probably speaks Norwegian. I think everyone in Minnesota speaks Norwegian. So, yeah, don't you know? All right, that's it for Minnesota. Yeah, you betcha, and don't you know? I don't know anything else they say. So, but the nice thing about Zeiss, they document everything. These are single vision 1.59, which happens to be the refractive index of polycarbonate Photofusion gray. The BP stands for DuraVision Blue Protect, BP, anti-glare coating. And I'm going to highlight all of that. And the power for the right eye. And let's do the same thing now for the left. Minus 250, minus 1 at 150. Minus 250, minus 1 at 150. That was 35, wasn't it? Yep, okay, let's turn the axis wheel to 150 this time. Put the power drum, I don't have to move it, it's still on 250. Take the lens out of the protective packet. Put it in, rotate it until the spherical component comes into view first. That looks like it's on the left side of the lens. It's just the decentration. I'm not using the center of the lens. These have been custom made, and the pupillary distance and the optical center height was ground in. So they did the decentering for me. But I still want to put 3 dots on the lenses. I'll darken those for you. Once, dose, and we're going to put an L on there, which is Latin for not right. And highlight this one. This is the left lens, single vision spherical 1.59 Photofusion extra gray. The blue protect, I forgot to do that on this one. And the reason why I highlight these is so you know you're getting the original packets. Minus 250, minus 1 at 150. And if you guys missed any of that, let me recap. All right. You know you're getting bad jokes with every pair of glasses sold. So this is a block, or as I like to call it, Jenny from the block. I need to attach this to your lens while it is cutting. So I had 2 double-sided adhesive stickers, of which I've got those there. The black side is the sticky side. I'm going to stick that one onto the first one. Do the same thing now for the second one. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. That silver button on the back is a magnet. It's going to do its job twice. The first time it's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the arm. And the reason why I put those 3 dots on there, it tells me that it's oriented in there perfectly. That blue cross is the geometric center of your frame. If you were to measure vertically and horizontally, that's what center is. Your eye is just above that and inset inside those orange crosshairs. So I'm going to get everything laid out in there perfectly. And I laugh because I always get quiet when I'm doing that. I have to concentrate. Evidently, that's the only time I cannot run my mouth and do what I need to do. That's my tell. If I was a poker player, when I get quiet, it means I'm concentrating. Just like orange juice, you got to concentrate. So, same optical center height. Oops. Same PD, same optical center height. See, I better shut up when I'm describing that, or I'll point to the wrong thing. Get everything laid out just right. Hit that button. The arm comes down, places the block onto the left lens. Now, this is the edger. This is what costs. It's going to do all the work while I run my mouth. It costs $40,000. It weighs 200 pounds. I recommend everyone go out, buy their own, put it on your kitchen counter, and you won't need this guy with the 2 thumbs who has to shut up to concentrate to cut them for you. But I am going to wake up the computer. Job ID number 2692. 2692. These are polycarbonate lenses. If they were plastic, high index plastic, or Trivex, I would select that lens material so the machine knows what material it's cutting. I'm not going to polish the edge of the lens. I wish I could override that. I have to hit that button every time. I'm not going to put a safety bevel on the front convex surface of the lens, but I am going to put one on the rear concave surface of the lens. Now the actual cutting wheel is this diamond crusted wheel that's going to do all the work. This wheel, it's going to grind your lens from this size down to this size. This wheel in the center that has that channel, that little valley, that's what's going to put the V-shaped bevel onto the lens so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. So let's go ahead and press that on there firmly. Now the magnet's going to do its job a second time. It's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the chuck, or as I like to call it, the Charles, because I just don't know this machine well enough to call it chuck. Hit the green start button, the door closes, the clamp shuts. The lens is going to be traced by 2 white styluses. Actually, the stylus is formerly known as white. Now they're a little dingy like my teeth. But it's going to go around tracing the shape of the right lens, making sure it's large enough, and then second time around it's measuring the thickness of the lens to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing, of which with your prescription in this frame will be minimal, if any. The lens is dropping down towards the cutting wheel. That light you see flickering in the back is water. That's there to catch the optical sawdust as it is ejected off of the cutting wheel. Polycarbonate lenses cut dry, meaning that no water sprays onto them during the cutting cycle, whereas plastic, high-index plastic and Trivex cut wet, meaning that water sprays onto the lens for the duration of the cutting cycle. Now water will spray onto your lenses, Jasper, but only for the last 20 seconds to wash away any optical debris that you see beginning to form around the edge of your lenses. But your lenses are made out of polycarbonate. Polycarb is 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. It is virtually unbreakable. These are high-impact ballistics grade lens material, the same lens material that our soldiers wear overseas in combat zones to protect their eyes from shrapnel and from flying debris. It also has 100% UVA and UVB protection built into the lens. In fact, Zeiss has the highest amount of UV protection you can have. It goes all the way up to 400 nanometers. We know what the sun's harmful rays can do to your skin. Well, your eyes are 8 times more sensitive than your skin. So you have permanent sunscreen for your eyes, unlike the lotions, creams, and sprays that need to be reapplied, I guess, when you're out in the sun every couple hours there in Norway. You have the Photofusion Extra Gray throughout the lens. You have DuraVision Platinum Anti-Glare on the front and the back of the lens. The extra active attributes of this lens: it automatically blocks 50 to 70% of the harmful blue light emitted from today's electronic devices, such as cell phones, tablets, computer screens, cell phones, and of course the #1 source of blue light on the planet. Anyone, Bueller, the sun, which is the source of all life on this planet. You also got the DuraVision Blue Protect, which takes it even a step further. It is next level blue light protection. Now, the anti-glare coating is an 8-step process. They literally vaporize 8 different coatings onto your lens. The lens has to go through an acid bath, be washed and air dried in between all 8 coatings, and it takes over 24 hours. So because of the time and the expense, Zeiss puts the hardest scratch coating on there to protect your time and investment. Yeah, back in November of 1999, I traveled around Scandinavia with my friend Simon from Varberg, Sweden. In my 20s, I went to Israel to do some volunteer work. And I met Simon, the crazy Steed, and we kept in touch. And I went over there, and he took me around Scandinavia, and we took a ferry from from Copenhagen to Oslo. Went past the castle that Shakespeare wrote about in Hamlet. There's something fishy in the state of Denmark. I think it's exactly how Hemingway, the other Hemingway, Steinbeck. No, what's the other one? Shakespeare. Oh, Billy T. Shakespeare. I'm going to get the optical sawdust off the edge of the lens that the water did not get. But Oslo, Norway was beautiful. Sailing into it, I saw this big, humongous swoosh. It looked like the Nike swoosh on the side of a mountain. I literally thought it was just a cool piece of art. Come to find out, it is the ski jump. When if anyone's old enough to remember ABC Sports, the Wide World of Sports, they show the the agony of defeat. That's a skier who comes off that thing and crashes going down. Now, it doesn't look like that much from the bottom, but we went up to the top of that thing. Let me tuck this in and see if it fits first time around. If not, I'll take it down some more. Yep, let me take it down another 1/10 of a millimeter till it snaps in easily. Take it down 1/10, hit retouch. We take a ski lift to the top of the ski jump. There's actually a restaurant up there. It was great, had a great time, but you get to the top of that thing, and then you look down the slope and you see that jump. Man, hats off. Whoever does that as a sport or a hobby or anything for fun has the biggest pair of steel cojones I could ever imagine. Why someone would want to go that fast, jump off a perfectly good platform, fly through the air, I don't know how far. On TV, it does not look that dramatic. In real life, now they weren't doing it when I was there, but to actually see where they launch from, man alive, I don't know how anyone does that. Sometimes I'm scared if I'm laying on my couch and I sit up too quick. That's my endorphin level. But it runs deep there. It's great. Actually, one thing else about Oslo, that we went to a glow-in-the-dark bowling alley at night. No, I'm sorry. That was in Copenhagen. Oslo, we just walked around. We went to the park that had the statue of the little baby, the king's baby. He told he thought his son was the most beautiful thing ever, and to literally sculpt whatever your first sight is of his son, sculpt that. And he happened to be throwing a temper tantrum. He was standing on one leg, his hands balled up, big red face, screaming out loud. So that was the sculpture he put in the park there in Oslo. And thinking the king would be happy doing what he was exactly told to do. No, that sculptress has never been heard from again. No, okay, I ad-libbed that, I don't know. We'll tuck it in the outside corner, push down. Now it snaps in there easily. A little optical sawdust on the back there I'm going to get off. Okay. Press that on there firmly. Flip that over to L. Now the magnet is going to go into the Chuck, the Charles, the Chucky baby, the Chuckarama, or actually today I'm calling it the Jasper. It's okay, anyone out there can call it Jasper. I've certainly done it today. Hit the green start button. Just like before, the door closes, the clamp shuts, the lens will again be traced by the two white styluses. Make sure it's large enough to go into the left side of the frame this time. You can see as it's tracing the shape of the left side. And then measuring the thickness at every point to know where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing. Look at that Jasper skinny plastic frame. You hardly got anything, barely got anything, almost nothing. You got nothing there. So, by the way, that is very bad Italian. Alright, so dry that off, add to my sticker collection. Come down here to the Marco 101 lensometer, or at home you can call it the lensometer. Put it in over the black dot in the center, read the power. I need to change that back to 35. Read the power, and I am getting minus 250, exactly halfway between 2 and 3. That's because the unit of measurement we use in the optical world is called a diopter, spelled D-I-O-P-T-E-R. Starts at 0 and goes up in quarter increments, 0.25, 0.50, 0.75, 1. So you're on the 10th rung of a ladder. You need 2.5 steps of far-sighted correction. With your glasses off, you can see up close great. You can still see your fingerprint, but as you start to move your hand farther away, it gets blurrier. That's why there's a minus sign. Your lenses are designed to minify, the opposite of a magnifying lens. Your lenses minify. Now once the image is the correct size, you still have another 3/4 diopter of astigmatism correction. Uncorrected astigmatism makes 6s and 8s look alike, or the letters P and F. Think of it as the fine-tune knob, and we're going to turn that fine-tune knob to 35. Starting at 0, 90, 180, we're going to turn that to about 35. So let's show, my sticker's coming down. Let's check the second curvature. And I'm getting 3 1/4, 1 tick mark away from 3, heading towards 4. That's because, I forget the unit of currency there. Is it the kroning, the crown? It's been a while since, it might be the euro now, I have no idea. I was over there a long time ago. Well, let's say using US currency, the dollars. If someone borrowed $2.50 from you, then they borrowed another 75 cents, they would owe you 3 1/4. That's where I had 3 1/4 in the red. Now you have the same amount of farsighted correction in your left eye. The prescription reads from right to left, your left eye, 250 minus 1, you need another step. So you're going to end up at minus 350, total power at 150. Now again, a straight line is 0 to 90 to 180 for your right eye. The axis is at 35. Your left eye is at 150. You would think they're very far apart, but what's unique, you're 35 degrees away from the 180 meridian. You're 30 degrees away from the 180 meridian on this side. There's only separation, 5 degrees of separation from you and Kevin Bacon's prescription. Now this frame, the Oakley 8093 Milestone, sells for $146. The Photofusion Extra Active Gray is $129.99, and the DuraVision Blue Protect Anti-Glare is $99.99 for a total of $375.98. Now what I do for international shipping, because it seems like it's stock prices that change all the time, and per country, different shipping per country because of the distance traveled and the amount of time that it gets there. I charge $35 up front. Let's say the actual shipping charges is $21. I will refund $14 back to your PayPal account. The shipping label will have the price on the label, so you will know exactly how much the shipping charges are. Now, I may call you or email you and say, look, it was $21, I can refund $14 back, or, and that's through the US, regular standard first class mail. If you'd rather have a priority shipping, this is what it would cost to get there even faster. If it's another $14 and it ends up being, $35 total, I will give you that option and then not refund anything back. Now, there are times it has gone over $35, and what I don't charge anymore. I cover the difference. So, because I'm a nice guy. You hear that, honey? I'm a nice guy. I don't know how many times I have to yell it at you, but I'm a nice guy. When are you going to believe me? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I've been together with my wife 14 years, and we've never had one argument. Ooh, let's take this down another 1/10 of a millimeter. She truly is my soulmate. Your left lens is a little bit thicker because of the astigmatism correction, so we're going to take it down another 1/10. So, anytime there's a discussion of domestic violence on TV, my wife just looks at me and laughs. Because we know, we've joked around that if I ever do anything to her, that's fine. Just go. I always go to sleep before her. You just go to sleep, honey, but you better sleep with one eye open. So, I am lucky. I hope everyone else is blessed with a soulmate that they have found. Alright, I'm going to show you guys something new. Something new. I lost my cat Coconut last week. So, yesterday we went to go look at another cat. This little black and white cat. I don't know if you can see it, but it has a heart-shaped mark on its nose. It has a little heart there, and it's wearing a wedding band on its wedding finger. How about that? A little bit of bling, like a little commitment to a new cat. That's it, standing up. I always name my cats after fruit, so I'm thinking about noni, which is a Polynesian fruit that is white with black seeds, or I'm thinking about the name dragon fruit, because again it's a white fruit with black seeds. Or the name Figgy. I just like figs. So I've used the name tangerine, pear, peach, pumpkin, and coconut. So I'm trying to think of a new name for this cat with fruit. So Jasper, what do you call dragon fruit in Norway? It may be the same thing, but I might just use that one. Alright, how come you don't want to go in there? Let's move this around some. Let's tuck it in this way. Pushing at the thicker part. There, now we go in. Let's go ahead and take this block off. Pull the sticker away. Again, add to my sticker collection. Come down here to my lensometer. Turn the axis wheel, the fine tune knob to 150. Put it in over that black dot. Read the power. Getting minus 250, exactly halfway between 2 and 3. Check the astigmatism correction. We're at 350, exactly halfway between 3 and 4, because when you add 1 to 250, you get 350. Now, what I'm doing is known as final inspection. I'm guaranteeing that the lens is made exactly as the prescription is written. I'm a licensed optician, went to college for this. I have over 21 years experience in the field, And I've personally cut over tens of thousands of pair of glasses, and this is something I have to do for every pair. Your pupillary distance is 30.5, so I'm going to turn my card around, place the PD stick against my thumb, and when we hold it up to the left lens, we're getting 61 millimeters, so that is cut perfectly. Your optical center height is 22. Yep, just wanted to double check. Not to the bottom of the lens, but to the thickest part of the plastic, because again, remember the bevel of the frame goes halfway into it. So that's actually where the bottom of the lens is, halfway into the frame. We're at 22 millimeters. So the last thing I need to do during final inspection is to clean the dots off your lenses and get it in standard alignment. Now, as I clean your lenses, I mentioned that there's a small chance, when you get these in the mail by the way, there's a small chance these could fit too loose or too tight. However, there's an 80% chance that one side is going to sit higher than the other. That's because 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other. And because of that statistic, 99% of all optical shops will do free adjustments if you ask them. But I'm going to get these in standard alignment, also known as a 3-point stance. The 3 points are 1, 2, and the bottom of the frame being 3. I set it on the counter and press down. There is no wobble. Flip it over, press down. There is no wobble. Now, and close the temples. Check the pressure on each hinge. If one was tighter or looser, I would adjust it or tighten it accordingly. I just want to make sure that neither temple is askew, that they're both overlapping perfectly. Now, this is what your lenses look like clear. By the way, I send out a selfie request in every package. I would love to have 2, Jasper. One with you indoors clear, one with you outdoors showing how the dark lenses. Also send out cleaning instructions, not only for your frame and lenses, but for the premium microfiber cloth that I provide, your Oakley cleaning cloth, and your Zeiss cleaning cloth, as well as instructions on how to care for your case, so it too will last you for years. No other seller does that on the internet, I'm told. So this is what your lenses look like before they have been activated, meaning I'm exposed them to a strong burst of ultraviolet light. Now the other thing I want to do is I want to write down how I took the lenses down some more. I did -10 here, -15 there. So if I ever have to cut more lenses for this frame, I know exactly what size to cut them for. So I'm going to hit this button and activate the UV light. Now, as you can see, it takes about 30 to 45 seconds for photochromic transitions of the lenses to darken, a little bit longer when you come back inside, 45 seconds to a minute, minute 15. Now, Jasper and everyone else paying attention, listen carefully. All photochromic transition lenses will get dark on day 1 and continue to darken every day for the first couple of weeks are exposed to the sun. After that, they will keep getting darker and darker and reach their maximum potential for years. Now, don't worry, Jasper, they're going to keep getting darker. Come on, we talked about that, don't you remember? Now, the other thing about them, the only time they will not work to their maximum potential is if you're behind the windshield of a car. Your windshield absorbs the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays that would cause your dashboard to crack from sitting in the sun all day, and that's why they don't turn dark in a car. Now, having said that, the extra active lenses that Jasper is getting will get 30 to 50% dark behind a windshield. Now, all photochromic transition lenses are also temperature sensitive, meaning they will get darker when it's 85 and below than they will when it's 95 and above. But I'd like to remind everyone, when it's 100 degrees outside, you're miserable, they're miserable. Nobody works 100% when it's 100 degrees outside. Except these extra active lenses are designed for extra active people who spend extra amounts of time outside, and these will get darker in hotter weather when Jasper's on vacation somewhere. But still, the colder weather, you'll love how dark these things get. So, if you have any, and by the way, I am an authorized Oakley dealer. I just don't have them on my website yet. So if there's a frame that you want, just go to the contact me page of the website and let me know. Tell me the model number, size, and color, and I'll check on price and availability for you. If you really want to be nice, you can upload a picture of your prescription. Tell me your pupillary distance, what lens options you want, and I'll tell you exactly how much time it's going to take and what the exact cost will be. Now, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram as Free Prescription Lenses, on Twitter as Free RX Lenses. Again, if you have any questions, go to the Contact Me page of the website, or you can leave a question or comment in the comment section below. But Jasper in Vestby, Norway, thank you so much for the purchase of the Oakley 8093 Milestone 3.0, color 01 satin black with the Zeiss Photofusion extra gray lenses with Zeiss Blue Protect Anti-Glare that Savannah was nice enough to place the order for me, and she nailed it. But thanks again, and hopefully everyone else watching has gotten a chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.